Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We're live again. It's United Daily. Hope you guys are doing good. Early this morning, I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear, a little bit tired after a late night last night. But you know what? We're still plugging away. We've all been on lockdown. We've all been in self-isolation. So does it really matter if we have late nights anymore? What day is it? I don't even know what day it is anymore. I'm usually only going to do these Monday to Friday, but while everything's up in the air, while there's no matches, while there's no anything, we're going to keep these going over the weekend as well. United Daily Live, we're looking at all the daily Manchester United news, looking at all the headlines, and today we have got loads to go through. We are looking at Chelsea's attempt to nick Manchester United Academy star Angel Gomes from right under our noses. Marcus Rashford's given an update on his fitness and his return from that back injury, which has kept him out for an awfully long time. Juan Mata has been speaking about how Oli values his experience. Sheffield United are confident they'll be able to extend Henderson's loan, and of course the reports that the Premier League could be cancelled. And we'll look at that stuff that Gary Neville was talking about today. He made 5 points and I'm just like, what the hell is he talking about? Reduce next season. Give this season as long as whatever to be completed. Sounds a bit desperate to me. And that it does feel like the Premier League and the Premier League clubs and everyone associated with it are more concerned with not offending Liverpool and not upsetting Liverpool than they are with actually doing the right thing and getting this sorted. Because at the end of the day, football is... it doesn't matter in comparison to whatever else is going on. You can't just wait until September, October, November and carry this season on. How do we know when we start this season again? If this season isn't restarted again by the end date that it was supposed to have ended on naturally, like at the start, end of May, then how can you even think about getting this season finished without having an impact on next season? And that's us having to find out firstly. Like, you know, I just can't see that happening. I can't see that. I just find it daft. I find it really daft. Oh, we can't complete the season yet, so let's just wait till as long as possible. What if that's in September? Oh, we're just going to carry on with last season. So then what's next season going to be? Just 2021. Just do it January to May. Then what about the season after that? What happens to that? Is that going to just be shrunk down as well? It's just a dangerous ground to be stepping on, in my opinion. Everyone seems desperate to help get this season completed rather than actually looking at the issues that are at hand. Look in the Bundesliga, look in La Liga, look in Serie A. None of them are talking about, oh, we need to get this fucking season started straight away because this is England are just desperate at the moment. Desperate, and in times like this there's things more important than football, unfortunately. That's why we're not having any football for the foreseeable future, and probably why we won't have the football for the foreseeable future as well. When you look at when I don't know when this is going to return. I don't know when this is going to return. Do you? Do yous lot know when this is going to return? Because we're going to be waiting for a long time. But anyway, let's get stuck into some other news. We're looking at the Chelsea news and them attempting to hijack Angel Gomes. We're looking at other stuff as well. So keep your questions coming in. Keep your thoughts coming in on this United Daily Live. Now, where should we go from here? Let's have a look at who's in the house first. We got Mini. We got DWM, Shivesh, Manav. Rashid, Nelson. Brad Parker. Yo! Nelson's saying Angel needs to go on loan. Fair. But Brad's saying just Angel needs to go. What? I don't agree with that one at all. I don't agree with Angel needs to go. Right, let's look at where we are with this situation. Angel Gomes, fantastically talented player at Man United. I think he's an under-17 World Cup winner with England. Been one of our best players coming through in the academy in the last couple of years. Highly naturally talented player. From the local area. English lad. Portuguese descent. And he's been targeting big things in his career because he has the talent and the potential to do that. Now, you look at Angel Gomes and it seems a no-brainer that United should be getting his deal signed up, but we haven't done that for whatever reason yet. Now, it may be he's not happy with the way we're playing football, not giving him enough game time, not giving him enough opportunity. But also, United are probably thinking, dilly-dallying around, not getting the business done. And now, clubs like Chelsea are thinking they got a sniff. We've already heard Barcelona were linked with him. And I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Barcelona. But if we lose him to one of our rivals in the Premier League, if we lose him to Chelsea, it's a fucking disgrace. Let's be real here. It's a disgrace if we were to let one of our best talents go to one of our Premier League rivals. And it has to be a simple message from Man United. Hands off him. Hands off Angel Gomes. Back off. Get the contract sorted. Now, when you read the news and you read the rumours at the moment, it does look like they're all saying United have told them, back up, we're trying to get this contract sorted, and they've gone in with a better offer for Angel Gomes. Now, you're looking at this story and it could come from a number of areas. Chelsea are genuinely interested in him. That could be one possibility, obviously. The other possibility is agents using that to get an offer from United, which would mean United are dragging their feet. But it would also possibly mean that Barcelona are no longer interested or no longer trying to make something happen. And United, it means for them, we just need to get this deal done. But they're probably thinking we don't want to be held over a barrel. We don't want to be, taken for a ride by this guy who's just in the academy. And that's totally fair enough. But we've also got to protect United's interests. We've also got to protect United in keeping our best players, keeping our best talent. And Angel Gomes ticks every single one of those boxes. Huge future, huge potential. And we should be allowing him to sign at Man United. And if, like some says, he needs to go out on loan, send him out on loan. But there's no way we should be letting him go on a permanent deal to Barcelona, Chelsea, or anybody else. It's as simple as that. He's too good to do that. If he turns down 30 grand a week, he defo doesn't want to be here, Shivesh says. I've not seen anything in relation to what kind of figures is being offered or anything like that at this moment in time. Loan to a foreign Division 1 team sounds like a good idea to me, says Manav. Nelson says we should send him on loan in Italy. That would be good for his development as a midfielder. DWM, who's replying to some comments on Angel Gomes' stature, says Zola handled the Premier League fine and he was tiny. And I think you've got to look at that. I don't think he's being a bit of a mercenary, Glenn. I genuinely think him, his family, his brothers are looking at what's best for his future. Where will he play more? Where will he develop more? Maybe, yeah, money does come into it, but of course money comes into it. Because sometimes the money a club's offering you shows you how much they value or respect you. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's not just down to money, but it's down to other things. And I believe his family will be looking at those things. I don't think this position in his career, it will be all about the moolah. It doesn't make sense for it to be all about the money at this stage in his career. Because of the simple facts as well. You look at, like, he will always make money if he's doing better and getting on in life and developing. Whether that's at Barcelona, Chelsea, United or Juventus or anywhere. So, just need to get him signed up. Get his head down, get him grafted, get him working for us. Look, we're not blessed for number 10s. Bruno's coming in now who can play in that position, who can push forward, who can create and all that. But there's nothing wrong with having multiple options. How many fucking times have we said this? We saw Bruno come in and everyone was like, oh, fuck this, we don't need Pogba now. Fuck Pogba, fuck you. Hold on a minute. We don't just have one good player in our team, We're allowed to have more than one good players in our team. We're allowed to have multiple options. So, yeah, man. PJ Daly's in the house. One of the members of AdamMcKola TV. Remember, you can be like PJ and join as well. By clicking that join button, you'll get exclusive content every single month. You'll get some great emojis, which I'm sure PJ could show you if he wants to show off with his new emojis. But yeah, you'll get loads of different stuff. You'll get priority in Q&As, exclusive content. Maybe when I get some new content and I want to test it, I'll show it to you guys. So make sure you're keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV, getting on it and joining as well. But there's just a few of the emojis that you will get, things like that. So make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, super chatting and joining AdamMcKola TV. Angel Gomes linked with a move to Chelsea. But I'm saying hands off Chelsea. Keep your hands off our Angel. Make sure Angel Gomes signs on at Manchester United. Christy Gudu, who's a Chelsea fan, so we've got a Chelsea fan perspective in the house. I don't think we need Gomes. We've got plenty of players who play the same position. Who would be Gomes' competition in that attacking midfield, number 10/forward midfield area? I think he can play 8 or 10, in my opinion. His stature probably means he wouldn't work out well on the right or on the left, but he's a good enough footballer to be able to do that. Gaz has got the Rona. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Has this gone out of focus? How do we get this back into focus then? It's a webcam that I'm using at the moment. It's gone out of focus. It's not refocusing. Why ain't it refocusing, man? There we go. It has refocused now. Stupid cameras. Probably shouldn't start swearing at it. That will probably help, right? Let's see what other news is out there. I've sorted the camera out now. I've sorted it out. Sorry for swearing at you all. Cannonballer, the absolute legend in the house. Tottenham lost Eriksen. I think he would fit in well there, to be honest. Do you think Jose would want him, though? Playing for Jose Mourinho would probably be the worst place to go. And I think after his experience of the Jose Mourinho, I know Mourinho gave him his debut against Crystal Palace, but that was more token gesture just before the Europa League final than anything of merit. I don't think he'd go and work with Jose Mourinho. Mountley, Loftus-Cheek, Ziyech. Isn't Ziyech's much more of a Mount, Barkley, Loftus-Cheek and Ziyech. Ziyech's a winger, so I don't think he comes into the situation. I think Angel Gomes is better than Mason Mount, personally. But obviously, Mason Mount has done more so far in terms of playing and things like that. Ross Barkley, I think, is bust. He's a busted flush. I don't think he's ever going to improve from what he is. He's never improved from what he was when he was coming through. Loftus-Cheek, I think, is a quality player, to be fair to you. And Ziyech, I think, is a winger. I would put Gomes ahead of Mount and Barkley if I was going to bring him in, personally. But that's just me. How you holding up? Lockdown mode, says Minnie. I'm holding up all right, you know. Lots of WWF, lots of things like that. Lots of Disney Plus, lots of just lots of TV. Netflix, Tiger King, Free Up, Joe Exotic. Colin Farrell, my cousin. No, I wish. Gomez, a good topic to talk about, mate. That kid will shine for us in the future. Yeah, and we do need to start getting him to play more, don't we? We do need to start getting him to play more. Get him in that team. Now, we probably would have seen him in the team between now and the end of the season. But we do need to get him in that team, I think. Good morning, Adam from Oklahoma. It's 5:10 a.m. Love your content. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you, brother. He should play more, says PJ. Barkley has picked up his form, to be fair, says Manav. Loan Gomez to Italy so he gets experience. Jacob. I think it's criminal what Jose did to Josh Harrop. Debuted him and he got braced and sold him, says Oliver. If we keep him, then how can he be integrated into the team in the coming season, says Dembembe. I think you'd start off with him being a substitute. So bringing him in off the bench and allowing him to play here and there. And then, as you get injuries, you start starting some games maybe. Rotation kicks into play. When he picks up a little bit of form, you get confidence then to be able to play him more. So I think starting him off on the bench for next season would be great. If it was our backup number 10. Who will replace Matic as number 10? As DM, says DWM. Who would replace Matic as number 10? DM, sorry. Why do I keep saying number 10? DM. Thomas Partey is the one I want, you know. Thomas Partey is the player that I want. Is the one that I want. Yeah, the one I want. That's the one that I want. Greenwood, Igalo and Gomes off the bench. Strong, says Jacob. Loan experience is a must. He needs regular game time at this stage of his career, says Shivesh. Get Dean on some splits. Green, says Mini. I might do straight up MUSC with D and get him on Snapchat. What do you think to that? Not Snapchat. What the fuck am I talking about today? Skype. I was up very late last night, guys. Watching WWF, so I apologise. I've got up to WrestleMania. I'm on a WrestleMania today, so I think it's WrestleMania 14. I've been watching the Raws. I'll skip through a little bit, you know, like the storylines that never ever went anywhere, the shit storylines. But I'll keep the main ones, watch all of that, get in through. I started in 97, so I got Montreal Screwjob, Shawn Michaels with the title. Now we're getting D-Generation X. All that kind of stuff is fucking sick. Yes, Bailey Jordan with the super chat. Keep up the content. Getting me through quarantine. Met you at Norwich vs United in the league. And I said you was from the wrong fan channel. How dare you, Bailey? Nah, bro. It's all good, man. I can understand how people get confused. Occasionally, I got confused between Red Issue, United We Stand, Red News. But that was just when I was talking about them. I knew which one they individually were. But nevertheless, brother, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching AdamMcKola TV as well, because look, there's about 100 of us in here right now. There'll be hundreds more that watch later, sometimes thousands more. And you lot are keeping me sane. I'm trying to help keep you sane, although me losing my marbles probably doesn't help you. And we're trying to grow this channel together. We're trying to grow AdamMcKola TV. 2020 is a year we take this shit seriously. Now, I've chosen to take this shit seriously at the wrong time. When there's no football. But nevertheless, we're going to get through this. Today, I need to record a video. I just don't know what video it is. It's 1 year since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so maybe it'll be something on that. Maybe it'll be something on that. But yeah. Let me know what you're thinking. I could do 10 things Ollie needs to fix. 10 things Ollie fixed. I don't know. What do you think? But something a year unrelated. I'll get that up here. What do you think of the partnership of Gomes and Chong? Well, naturally, they fit into a team well together, don't they, PJ? One plays in the 10, one plays out wide. So they can build up that relationship. The problem for them now is they're probably, at this moment, stagnating a little bit. So one of them needs to play to get minutes. Angel. Possibly needs a loan, but we're not sure because we haven't seen him enough. And Tahith Chong, I think, needs a loan move. I really do think he needs a loan move. Help me, help you. McKola TV statement. Good morning from St. Lucius, says Caribbean Gaming. Do both, says Rabs. Bloody hell. You want to kill me out here, don't you? I'll do something. I'll definitely do something. So make sure you have your notifications on today. And make sure you are subscribed. Is it just me who thinks Chong is a bit dead? I won't write him off because he might prove me wrong, but still, says Manav. I think he's got talent. There's no doubt about his talent. He's got ability. He's got potential. It's how you then apply that at first team that matters. How good you are in first team football. How much opportunity you get. He's not going to be the perfect player straight away. What you've got to realise is when you're coming from under 23s to men's football, the difference is you can have all the talent in the world, but the differences between men's and under 23 football are going to be vast. Every single player you play against is possibly experienced at first team level. When you're playing in 23s, you're playing against players that are just coming through, players that have been there for a while. It's a mismatch of players. When you're playing in the Premier League or when you're playing in the Champions League, Europa League, you're playing for your first team. The levels have stepped up a whole different limit. So there'll be things that you're not used to. The pace, the tempo, challenges, the strength, the speed. So many different things of you know, around you that you've got to be able to to just adapt. Sorry, I lost my train of thought then. But I was just thinking of Angel Gomes. Like, he has all the fucking talent in the world. We need to play him. We need to put him on the pitch. At the moment, we don't know whether he is ready or he isn't ready. He could play for United or he couldn't. Because we see him for flashes and spurts. And that's one of the things I think Ollie has got wrong. Playing him. Because there have been times when we had to play Jesse Lingard. We had to play Andreas Pereira, who were madly out of form. Madly, you know, all of that stuff. Could have played fucking Angel Gomes. Could have given him an opportunity. Look how much opportunities Daniel James has got when he's been out of form. Andreas Pereira, Jesse Lingard. You know, all these players have been given countless opportunities out of form. Why not bring in Angel Gomes? Why not give him an opportunity? It didn't make any sense. And that's one of the things I think Ollie's got wrong this season. Jason says he needs to be patient, sign the contract at United. You're obsessed with Gomes. I just think he's a baller. And we have been speaking about it for about 22 minutes. So let's move on from talking about Angel Gomes. Who do you want to talk about next on AdamMcKola TV? I'm going to open up news now for you guys as well in a little bit of time. Just to see what else is popping and pooping online about Manchester United today right here. So let's get news now up. Let's get your questions in. Marcus Rashford's feeling 10 times better as training return nears. That is music to all of our ears, isn't it? Bars. Marcus Rashford, Manchester United, forward making progress after back injury. He's also helping Fair Share, a charity supply food chain. Great stuff from Marcus Rashford with all his charity work and stuff. Using the time off that he's got to be better. Marcus Rashford says he feels 10 times better than he did at the beginning of the month as United forward edges closer towards a return to full fitness. Rashford was in the middle of a run of form, scoring 7 goals in 8 Premier League games before suffering a double stress fracture in his back. The injury looks set to bring the England forward season to a halt, but he's come out and said, I feel much better. I have a scan in another couple of days and that should solidify it, but I feel much better compared to 2 or 3 weeks ago. I feel 10 times better now. For me now, it's just about getting ready to build up, back up to training and then playing games for the team. I'm in a much better place. I'm much happier than I was about a month ago, so things are looking positive. And speaking about, you know, the coronavirus pandemic, everyone is just dealing with the circumstances as well as they can. I've just been in my house doing my gym work and recovery, reading books, watching Netflix and just doing what I can to make time pass further. I bet Rashford's watched Tiger King. I want to know what he thinks about Carol Baskin. I want to know what he thinks about Carol Baskin. She needs to get locked up. She needs to get locked up. PJ, it's not going to be the last time you get a shout out, brother. DWM, I'm with you. I recognise Ollie has 3 season plan. First season about clearing some deadwood and screwy defence. Pogba's and Rashford's injury force transfers. Next season about midfielders and style of play. And Jason Saw agrees with him. We need Grealish, Shamari and Sancho then roll on to the next window. If we sell Lingard, Andreas, Jones, Smalling, Sanchez and promise Chong, Gomez, Garner, they all will be motivated to be part of the team, says Amir. Glenn Fletcher says, music indeed, fucking star of the Manchester community. Total love and respect. Marcus, you're the man. I put a £25 bet on with my mate on United winning the title next season. Says Bailey, dream or realistic? I do think that's a dream. I don't think it's realistic at that point, but I don't think this team is as far off from that position as everyone thinks. I genuinely think it's a 3 or 4 signing thing. Get the right 3 or 4 signings done. Bring through 1 or 2, 3 more players into the squad. Get rid of a few more and we'll be ready. Then it's down to, is the manager good enough to push us on to that next level? Because so far he's got us here. Is he now good enough to push us on a little bit further? That's what you've got to ask yourself. But yeah, man, I don't think it's realistic, but I don't think it's that far off. People seem to think we're like 10 years away from winning the title. I actually think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has done very well for us this season. Very, very well. Got a dip pausing so I can watch back the rest later. It's nice one, Cannonballer. Have a good weekend and have a good day, mate. Take care. Yeah, Mini, nice one. Stay safe, stay cool. It's a dream, says Jason. Don't tell us about Tiger Man, please. Not started it yet. Sorry, Glenn, I won't tell you about Tiger King. You can watch that later. Sancho update, says Liban. Let's have a look on Jadon Sancho. What's popping up about him at the moment. I didn't want to do the video on him today. We've done a few on Jadon Sancho in recent times. So Jadon Sancho will not think twice about £120 million January transfer. Sorry, £120 million Man United transfer and should jump at the chance, says Berbatov. Someone's told Jadon Sancho to snub us. And Liverpool are also interested in him, and is another one of those headlines. So that's what's going on a Jadon Sancho front at this moment in time. We don't actually know where we're going. Imagine Oli lifting the Prem. I would actually die, says Rabs. If I saw Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lift any trophy for Manchester United, I would cry. It'd be an emotional moment if that happened. It really would. Imagine the memes if Smalling goes to Arsenal, says Rashid. How much do you think Rashford is worth in the transfer market, says Nelson. I think Rashford's worth about 150 million. No lie. You got to take into a couple of things into consideration. United don't need to sell. United wouldn't sell. Rashford wouldn't really want to leave. And then also, look how good he is. Look how good he can be. When you look at the price for Ousmane Dembele and all them geezers that haven't done fuck all, Marcus Rashford's worth more than all of them. World-class right-winger, CDM and striker away from challenging, says Dembembe. We are going full throttle for Sancho, says Shivesh. It definitely does feel that way, doesn't it? It definitely does feel that way. I want Partey, keep Pogba, if possible, get Sancho. I know asking's a lot, takes us to another level though. Thomas Partey would be a quality signing, wouldn't it? Thomas Partey, that'd be great stuff. Guys, come on, get your comments in, get your thoughts in. Cancel the season, cesspool fans start a fresh season, we win it. Liverpool fans cry even more, says Shirad. How do you think, much do you think Martial's worth? Probably about 100 mil. You like to think I'm joking. I genuinely do. 120 mil. Geezer's got unreal talent. Unreal talent. I love Rashford and Martial. They're amazing players. I'm glad they play for Man United. I genuinely think they've already won the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Europa League, Charity Shield. I genuinely think they'll leave Man United with a full set at the end of it. That's how good they are. And with a full set, I mean Premier League and Champions League and that. I genuinely think they will do one day. I pray to God, Eric, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, everyone. Praying to all of them. Why not promote Garner for that DM role? I think we could see more of Garner next season. I think what you got to look at is when Oli goes in and he sees players, he'll probably think he's massively talented, he is. But one or two things he needs to improve on. He's great so far, but maybe next season's the season for him. And that's how they'll weigh things up. So whilst it's frustrating at times when James Garner doesn't get played, and I feel like there was times when we could have and should have played him more, it'll be frustrating at times when Angel don't play. It'll be frustrating at times when we don't get what we want to see, but we got to think, what is the manager thinking? Why is the manager thinking that way? Because ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Jimmy Garner, I think, will get more game time next season. Dylan Levitt too. We don't want to rush them all. You don't want to rush him. What have you got to rush them for? What have you got to gain from rushing them? I'm not too sure, to be totally honest with you. So just take it easy. Take your time. Relax. We'll get there in the end with him. Do you think McTominay could be a future quadruple winning captain? Possibly. I don't think he will be captain. I don't think he will be captain. Someone said, no one's mentioned that Mason Greenwood has a better goal and assist ratio than Jadon Sancho. Why is no one mentioning this? Got me pulling my hair out. First of all, you commented, you're on the wrong channel. You're speaking to someone that's sane here. But secondly, the quality of opposition has to come into play. Jadon Sancho's played 25, 26 games in Bundesliga and scored 14 goals and got 15 assists. His goal and assist ratio is ridiculous this season. So I'm not sure where that comes from. Who would you sell from the current squad to get funds? Smalling, Jones, if you can flog them. Alexis Sanchez, if you can flog him. Rojo, maybe. You're not going to get much out of those four players. Probably get about 30, 40 million. But you may as well bring it in. Dylan Hugerworth, what's your thoughts on him, says Kwan. I enjoyed watching him play in the Mercedes-Benz Junior Cup. He's clearly a talented player, but he needs time. He signed his new deal recently this week. He signed a new professional deal at Manchester United, which is great. His first professional deal, but we need to give him time. He's clearly got talent, but we need to give him time. And even though he's small in stature, he's got a lot of... he's a bit built. He's got a bit of muscle on him as well. Lingard, Pereira, Mata, Smalling, Jones, and then we have Pogba, Sanchez, debacle. Says 2 tears in a bucket for his idea on who we could sell. Guys, get hitting that like button, comment, sharing, subscribing, and join as well. We've got some exclusive stuff coming out on AMTV Premium very, very soon as well. And I'm currently, I've got this amazing design that I'm working on, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So keep it locked for that. As we are seeing with Gomes, it's not about rushing them, it's about keeping them happy with game time, as in Ghana and Levy. Most underrated player in the team apart from Mason, says Bailey. I think De Gea's gone to being underrated because of how people now think it's just shit. But I wouldn't say De Gea. I'm just going from back to front in my head. I think Wan-Bissaka's season has gone a bit under the radar. I genuinely do. I know people praise him, but I think he's been fucking immaculate. He's been immense for United. Then Martial is not really appreciated. Fred, Maguire. There's a fair few, you know. Do you think if Rashford is a one-club man, he will break Rooney's records? Is cool, Callum. I do, yeah. I was tweeting during the campaign, when the campaign was going on. I was tweeting saying, like, I had worked out how many goals left, and every time he scored, I kept putting 164 goals to go, or whatever. I do think Marcus Rashford will break that record, and then maybe his record will be broken by Mason Greenwood, which would be good if we got to see that, wouldn't it? Watching Wayne Rooney. When Wayne Rooney come in, yeah, and we saw him come in, and we just knew we had this prodigious talent. No one would have thought he would have gone on to do what he did, scoring all those goals, winning every single trophy. And it was just amazing to watch that journey and watch that ride. And now we're getting to do it all over again with Marcus Rashford, maybe with Anthony Martial, with Mason Greenwood. And it's really exciting to see these young, talented players blossom at United. Who knows what they become and go on to win big things. What's happening with Timothy Fosu-Mensah? It's not long just come back from injury, has he? And he was edging closer to a return to the team. And then all this started kicking off. So that's what's happened with Timbo. What's going to happen with the summer transfer this year, says Liban? I do not have a clue. I do not have a clue. So we're talking about all these transfers and when this one could happen and when this one could happen. But we don't know when the window is going to open, do we? So what can we say, really? Carrying on the Tony Marshall bandwagon since forever. Shivesh. We're here to make it count. We're here to make it count. PJ, how you doing, brother? With the super chat. Really are putting in your support this week. Appreciate you, brother. How's your quarantine going, says Kwan? My quarantine's going well. I'm trying to keep my sanity. I'm trying to keep going with views up. I'm trying to focus on this channel, learn more things. That's something we've got to come out of this at the end with, is being better in it. Like, come out of this isolation period having learnt a new skill or learnt something new or read a book or, I don't know, do something different that you probably wouldn't have had the chance to do. Because when United are playing every single week and 3 times a week and I'm trying to help run full-time Devils and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I don't get a chance to run my channel properly. So now I've tried to set into play some foundations so that now when everything does continue again, I can just keep everything going as I was. These daily videos won't be as daily as they were once we start having matches and things like that, but they will be regular on non-match days. And then we have the live content, the previews, the reviews, all that stuff, transfer news, top 5s, top 10s, other little tactical videos, formation videos. I'm going to build all of those things up, get regular collaborations going, and see where we can take this motherfucker, man. I want to build this into something else, because this is the only channel that I actually own. And why not build something for yourself? I helped build Full-Time Devils for 8 years now. I'm still part of that. I'm still going to be doing that. But it's time to focus a little bit on me too, and break my back for myself for once. Why can't we sign a few players again? 3 will do, says 2 tiers in a bucket. Name 5 Eric Bailly great games for United, says Narson. I feel like there's some anti-Bailly agenda going on in the comments, and I don't want to have a look at that. I don't own Full-Time Devils will. Sorry if I missed you answering the questions. How do you see Angel fitting in? I love the type of player he is, but where do you see him fitting the team going forward? Next season, I think he needs to be back up to Bruno. And then you start rotating, getting him into the games, allowing him to play, etc., etc. I don't think he should be first team, but he should be back up to Bruno. I think he can play as an 8 and a 10, drop deeper going forward, and things like that. Caribbean Gaming, I appreciate that, bro. Grealish, Samara, and Sancho, 200 mil for 200 mil. 2 tiers in a box, he's got it sorted. Yo, phone Edward Wood for me, bruv. Just tell him. I want Grealish, man. But I think now, if Pogba stays, we probably don't get Grealish. Pogba stays, we don't get Grealish, is my opinion. It's what I'm really thinking. Jason with the super chat. Keep up the great work with the channel, Adam. I love your opinion as a United fan. Jason, I love you, brother. Thank you for getting involved in AdamMcKola TV. I thought Angel was a girl's name, says Harishi. Do you remember the tune, Angel? Girl, you're my angel. You're my dad. That was a big tune, isn't it? Full-Time Devils is owned by a media company. Has always been, but they just like got all us guys in, helped us do stuff, because I was never in media before this. I was the first one out of the people that you see on Full-Time Devils now, and I remember I seen something on Facebook just saying, United fans, get in touch, we want to do this. So I got in touch. Did a Skype call with Johnny Booth, who was one of the people that started the channel, and I was like, yo, I'm on it. I did my first review. It was about 8 years ago today now. Did my first review, and that was preview, against Reading. It was me, Rebs, Ed Draper, and someone else. It was a Reading fan, and then from there it started rolling. And it just continued to go from there. I was like, yo, I go to every game, so you need to use me as someone that goes to every game. Use me, because I'll do stuff. And then they had me like recording, my brother recording my review on my phone, and then eventually it got to a point where I was like, maybe you should send a camera down and we could do fan cams. But I remember at the time they were a little bit unsure, because I'd never presented, I'd never done anything, I'd never done media at school or college or presented anything, so I was just a fan with an opinion, and then I started doing fan cams, and we never looked back really. It continued to grow. I continued to get more opportunities out of it, and it was a great thing that happened. But obviously it's not my channel, and I'm a big part of it. It feels like my baby, but I've also got to take care of this channel as well, because this is my channel, you get me. But Full-Time Devils will always be there. So don't you worry about that. If I was not a YouTuber, what would you be doing? I have a law degree. I was working with my father in his property company. So I would have been doing something around that. Do you think Fred can be our Kante, says Hamza? He's been as good as Kante this season, hasn't he? But I think Kante has been let down by the fact that Frank Lampard's his manager and hasn't been playing him in the right position. You look at the way they spoke about Maurizio Sarri and the way he was playing him. They forget about fucking the way Frank Lampard's playing him. He doesn't play him in the correct position either. Doesn't make no goddamn sense. Mason scored 14 goals and assisted 4 in 10 87 minutes. Sancho scored 17 and 19 assists in 27, 91 minutes. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Omar, bro. I hear you. But you've got to take into consideration, Mason plays strictly in the Europa League. Sancho's been playing in Champions League. Jadon Sancho would have played more games in the league and in the Champions League. And Mason's fixtures would have more came in the Europa League, the FA Cup, the League Cup. So you've got to take that into consideration when comparing those things, I think. I don't think you can just, one's got a better goal assist ratio than the other, so he must be better. That's not to say Mason Greenwood isn't great, because like you say, the kid is pure class. But I don't think that should be a reason why we don't sign Jadon Sancho. Because ultimately, Mason Greenwood isn't a winger. So if we can get Jadon playing there, Martial through the middle, Rashford on the left, then you can actually think, we can play Mason in any one of those positions. If you want to play 2 up top, you can play him as a 2 up top. If you want to play 1 up top, you can play him as a 1 up top. Or you can play him on the right or the left if you had to. Cheers, Rajat Jain. Appreciate you, brother. What formation would you want United to be playing in next season for his Vayshub? 4-3-3 all day. All day, 4-3-3 all day. Has to be 4-3-3. Keep those comments coming in, guys. We got another one from Liban. Love your content. We need more of those FIFA Decides. Funny as fuck. The next FIFA Decides is coming. Brighton's next week. Well, supposed to be next week. So the next FIFA Decides is there. I've ordered a PS4 camera. So I was trying to do it through remote play and do live FIFA career mode stuff through, but it was a headache with OBS and all that, and using a webcam. So I'm buying the PS4 camera, the actual camera that you need with the PS4. So that's been ordered. When that arrives, I don't know, because of the situation with Postal and all that. So as soon as that comes, we'll be able to start then making Twitch content, making FIFA live stream content. Because I probably won't run it through YouTube initially. Probably do the first one through YouTube and then move it over to Twitch and start doing that there. And then probably chopping it down and cutting it down for YouTube. So that's what we're looking at with the career mode. That's why there's been a delay with that one. Dr. Tommoy, I appreciate you, Doc. We don't have two. The kid's a centre forward. He's not a wide forward or winger. Correct. But at this age, you kind of have to learn your role, don't you? We saw Martial spend a little bit of time out on the left. Now he's gone through the middle. Even looking further back to Thierry Henry, I know he started as a winger, but you know, you can play out wide to learn your trade. And in a 4-3-3, it's not like a 4-4-2 back in the day where you're an actual winger, where you're a midfielder. He's kind of playing as one of the 3 forwards. He doesn't have that defensive worry. My PS name is the same as my name on everything. If you can add me and I can accept you. The last time I did this, I had way too many requests. But it's the same as my name on here, AdamMcKola, all one word. People must be joking. Pogba from I don't want Ramsey at all. I don't want Ramsey at United. See, his wages that he's on, they're fucking ridiculous. They are ridiculous. Madness wages. I always liked Ramsey, not for Pogba though. Pogba needs to stay. Stop being a pussy. He can win stuff here, says Mar. I hope Pogba stays. I really hope Pogba does stay. And I also hope Angel Gomes stays too. So guys, this has been AdamMcKola's United Daily on AdamMcKola TV. I've been going on for 45 minutes now. I don't know what happened there. I thought it was only going to do half an hour today, but we kept this show rolling. Guys, it's been a bit of a quiet one today, but thank you to all of you for joining me. I really do appreciate every last single one of you. Thank you for your super chats as well. Thank you to those guys that have joined and become a member of AdamMcKola TV. If you want to do that, go to youtube.com/AdamMcKola and click join. And you can check out the information there and see what you'll get for joining. If you can't join, you can't super chat, then I don't mind. Thank you for supporting the channel by watching, by commenting, by liking videos, by subscribing, all of that stuff. Every single one of you really does help the channel and help me, so thank you. And we're going to be keeping this going Next up on the channel, I'm going to do something around Ollie's full year, which we'll film today, and then we'll get it up a little bit later. So for now, guys, thank you for tuning in to AdamMcKola TV. I'll see you a little bit later on. We'll be back tomorrow with United Daily, but we'll have an upload later on Ollie's first year in charge. For now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.